Welcome back to King's Quest V. Absence makes you crave custard pie. When we left off, Cedric alerted us to a bear that we would have never noticed without his help.
Watch out for the bear, Graham!
And what the hell? Let's do this again.
Tisk, tisk. Graham should know better than to feed the bears.
No, Ben, no!
That is a proper unnatural looking bear. Shut it. That's how I knew it wasn't Chuck Testa. Very shoddy work. Right, we can assume that this bear is an asshole for a few reasons. One is just that Cedric warns us right away. Yes, Cedric does try, the poor dear. And two, this bear does not speak to us, even though we can understand all animals now. Just like that cat didn't speak. Oh, and because the bear mauls us if we go anywhere near him. So...
I am Queen Beatrice, kind sir. I wish to thank you ever so much for saving our hive from the claws of that horrible bear.
Wow, this gal's the
In
queen bee
return,
of Delta Mu.
I offer you a luscious honeycomb.
That's one thing I will say about the voices in this game. Very distinctive. I think that's true of the characters in this game in general. They're memorable relative to what little time we spend with them. And now I'm gonna grab it. I'll just play the clip, you can say it better than me.
Now I'm gonna grab me some sweet.
Graham reaches a hand into the beehive and retrieves a very sticky chunk of honeycomb. Wrapping it in a protective piece of cloth, he then pockets it.
He then pockets it. Wow, English narrator, do you speak it? Okay, the bees, the obvious man in a bear suit, I don't even have to say it.
Oh, no, not the bees! Not the bees! Ah! Oh, my eyes! My eyes! Ah! Ah!
I was going to make some B-movie references here, but they were pretty stupid, so let's not. Instead, I just want you to quietly reflect on how odd this all is, and know that it's going to get even more absurd. Let's take this stick for reasons.
Graham bends down and picks up the large stick from the ground. A bully of a dog terrorizes the poor ants.
We hate this dog, you
playfully
hear?
digs at their large anthill. A mangy
Apparently
old dog
mange
digs playfully
has
at the
us what we
huge
need to know in
anthill
this
while
game.
the poor ants scurry
Well,
about.
even though I
frantically.
laughed at the white snake, if you didn't notice, it's not made up or anything. It does come from folklore, like so many things in this series. I know for sure that it appears in the story that Grimm's recorded. And yes, I'm pretty sure there's even an ant king. Let me check. It was called Die Weiße Schlange. Moving on. It is this simple.
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm King Antony the Great. May I ask who you are?
Why, certainly. I'm King Graham of Daventry, and this is my friend
No.
Cedric. We're seeking a way to cross the Great Mountains to the ocean on the other side.
That is a very perilous undertaking. I wish you would reconsider. But if you shall not, in return for rescuing our home from that flea-bitten cur, I wish to offer you our help, if perchance you may ever need it.
Thank you very much, King Antony. Cedric and I appreciate your kind offer. We look forward to
Well,
meeting you
I don't even
again.
know. Well, we've now got ant friends, and we didn't even have to toil in their underground sugar caves. Well, they are small and they are legion, so they will indeed be helpful somehow eventually.
Ooh, is that the new dance, Graham? The boogaloo?
I believe that's called the stanky leg. Well, I know that the boogaloo is out of sight, but please, Cedric, just don't even think about it. That song isn't actually for birds. Cedric, you're embarrassing me so much. It's like in elementary school when the teachers all do a dance routine to a popular song on the last day of school, and you're not sure if you want to die or you want them to die.
Sitting on a stool in front of his house, a young gnome happily plays with an exquisite marionette. An old grandfather gnome sits contentedly on an old stump and smokes a large pipe while watching his grandson at
Before we
play.
can get the marionette, we need to do something for hipster Santa here.
Graham attempts to speak to the young gnome, but the boy seems to be very shy
Apparently
and
he's the
doesn't
same
answer.
gnome from King's Quest 1 who was too cool to be Rumpelstiltskin. I guess he's moved
Excuse
hooves
me,
to
sir.
Serenia.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry to bother you. I was just noticing your son's marionette. It's very interesting. Where did you get it?
It's grandson, not son, and I made it for him. Why do you care?
I just wanted to comment on its artistry. It's very well done. I don't suppose it could be bought.
If it could, the price would be very steep. I reckon you couldn't afford it. Now, leave me and my grandson be.
Sheesh. Look at his cute little house.
Utilizing fallen logs, a gnome has built a little forest home.
I don't like strangers trespassing in my house.
I just wanted to see if it was bigger on the inside.
I ain't in the mood to gab right now. Go find someone else to talk
Oh,
to.
come on now, Grumpy. I just want to be friends. Say something nice.
Personally, I think that's a hell of a bird.
You know what? Fuck this guy. Let's go.
What a wonderful bluebird. It could almost make Graham happy again if it wasn't for his family.
Okay, is it just me, or is that hilarious? Yeah, I bet you could be happy if the terrible, terrible thing currently happening to you was not happening. It's like saying, I don't know, it could almost make Juliet happy again if it wasn't for Romeo's corpse. It could almost make Oedipus happy if it wasn't for his family. And it could almost make me happy again if it wasn't for Cedric.
Upon a fallen log sits a dashing young prince who looks very sad and confused.
Dashing. I beg to differ.
He's pixelated.
This guy looks pretty unhappy. Can't that bluebird do anything? Well, let's go bother this person in his obvious despair.
Excuse me, young man. Sorry to bother you, but I couldn't help but notice you sitting there on that log. I was wondering if there was anything wrong.
Why, yes. As a matter of fact, there is.
Well,
I've been searching everywhere for my fiancée. She's a beautiful princess with long golden tresses, fetching blue eyes, and smooth creamy skin. Have you seen her anywhere about?
No, sorry, I haven't.
That's what I figured. No one has seen her. I bet that a witch who lives in the dark forest had something to do with her disappearance.
I'll keep an eye out for her. If I see her, I'll let her know you're looking for her.
I would appreciate that. Well, I guess I'd better get back to looking for her. I'm not ever going to find her just sitting around here. Thanks for your concern.
okay, I don't really care about you, to be honest, but thanks for the heads up about the witch in the forest. It could almost make Gregor Samsa happy again, if it wasn't for being transformed into a giant insect. I mean, my God. It could almost make him happy again, if it wasn't for his family. That's kind of a big deal. Not as important as that custard pie, but still. So, there's some evil shit in here, clearly. But I cannot resist a good forest, so let's go see.
Oh no!
Stop it. Get some help.
Come on, Cedric. There might be something important in here.
Go if you want to. I'll wait here.
It seems to Graham that there is an unusually large number of toads in this forest.
I love it. I love toads.
And snarling roots, creeping vines, decaying logs, twisted, gnarled trees. The close feeling of the gloomy forest quickly overwhelms Graham.
It really doesn't look that bad to me. Well, crap.
That old witch caught Graham totally off guard.
I'll just pick up again after I get back here from the saved game. Subscribe or don't. The fuck if I care.